It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it...
The veteran kicker, Grant Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Cleveland. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
Oh, we won.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future. Because when he's on, it looks like big boy football.
But we got
him.
him.
Just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established
run.
Never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Winston to throw on first down. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Ready. On first and 10, it's Chubb. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. They face second down and 7. Ready. Second down throw for Jameis. That's for the former Bronco. It's Jerry Jeudy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ready. On first and 10, here's Winston. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Giants.
Again?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Ready. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that stuff.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free.
No way.
Browns have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Lock out of the shotgun. And this ball incomplete.
We still going up and through.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right
But this
their own
is
20-yard line.
hard. Good.
The Browns offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead, see if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Now he takes off. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
I want to win.
2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Locke. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Tillman, the man in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Winston looking to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So backed up after the
We
sack.
depend
Now
on our
it's 3rd
defense.
and long. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Hunting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Alright, we can score up to 11. Might have
Now
one.
the rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. 2nd and a yard. Lock to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Lock. Open man, left side. He's got it. He is in.
Wow.
Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
Missed tackle.
It's his second
Missed
touchdown of the
tackle.
year.
Missed
What
tackle.
a job to finish the play with a touchdown, the catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return is Naheem Hines. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Chubb. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
Whoa,
As this
Lawrence
drive quickly
is on
started
fire.
out, so he's on to punt it away. Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Lock to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door.
We're just trying to waste.
At the very least, got to come away with some points.
With that, we'll take a look at the draft class from back in April. You see they went offense with their first selection, getting help with the wideout position. And they think they've got a guy who can develop into a big-time target as the years go on. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that is incomplete. They had a sure 3 points there, but they got a little greedy, went with the fake, And they'll get no points and turn it over on downs. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Lock to throw. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be concerned.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
With 3 sacks by Lawrence.
A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. Trying to find somewhere.
And we show out Chubb.
Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Why will win.
And 11. To throw is Winston. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. Winston. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. To throw is Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
You gotta be kidding.
Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start.
Well, at least we're still up.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take
I'll
over.
admit, because of our defense.
On first down, it's Winston. Gonna look deep.
Yeah.
For more.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
He'll get in behind his blockers and get forward for a pickup of 3. Jason Pinnock there to end it. Here's Jameis. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, it's going to be a little frustrated with himself.
I mean, they don't
He
have a
just
great
had that
quarterback
one guy
either.
miss. He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll bring this up to the 22. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. It is 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback.
Oh no,
to
that's a
throw
bad
his
kick.
back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Browns offense ready for
They're not going
next
right.
possession.
They go
The
back.
deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Winston to throw. That's taken in by Chubb.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jameis. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3rd and long. Now Winston. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they can find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
I mean, they hadn't scored a touchdown.
The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. 2nd down throw for Jameis. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Winston to throw on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. And that ball
That's good defense.
over the middle.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks.
How on earth are we allowing
a
a team like this?
Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point.
Well, we are short-handed on defense, too.
That much harder.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is it.
They've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Winston. That's taken in. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it. And it's going to work out for them. Out of the gun, it's Winston. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Ready? Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish.